second to
Mhm.
record. And great, you guys are good to go.
Thank you. Hello, Tamala. It is a
Hi,
pleasure.
how you doing?
I'm doing great. It is wonderful to speak to you about the show Rebel. It's coming out in April. I was wondering, Rebel has a lot of different meanings, and it has a lot of, people have a different take on that word. What does rebel mean to you?
Rebel means to me no limits.
Mm.
That no limits to what you can do, what you can cause and affect. No limits, and no fear.
Right. Now, you play Lana. I was wondering, what would you say that you love the best about this character?
This character I love so much because there's a lot of layers to her. It's not that she's just an investigator and the ex-sister-in-law of Rebel. There's so much more, and you will see this during this first season. I'm speaking as if we have a second season. You will see this during that time. I don't want to spoil it for you, but
Mhm.
she's real. There's so much realness to her. She's a real person,
Right.
and she has real issues, and I love that about her.
Right. So I was wondering as well, now you said she's a real person, she has real issues, she's an investigator. What would you say, even though she's real, what, because of that realness, would you say is her not so good qualities?
She's like an average human. Her qualities, she's had problems with, I'm gonna spoil this.
She just has problems.
She has problems with
She has problems.
and she's dealing with them every day.
Mhm.
And on top of that, she has to do her job and be strong in doing that, but also admit, look, I've had a weakness here and I
Mhm.
have to continue to repair, but staying on top of things as well. So it's the life that we all lead. You're juggling the issues you might have had in your life in the past and moving towards the present and the future without letting that hinder you. So that's why I love her so much, and she's so strong, and vulnerable at the same time. I love that.
Now, this has been described as, you're not so ordinary legal drama. So what would you say separates this from other legal proceedings?
Well, other legal proceedings are based off of different crimes, the hardcore stuff. This is loosely based off of Erin Brockovich, and we know what she's all about. And
Mhm.
she's for people, and what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. And so when you have a faulty heart valves, or you have a leak that's causing cancer, and people are ignoring it that shouldn't be ignoring it, she goes in, and then
Mhm.
there's happen in between. So you've not seen anything like this.
Right.
And that lovely Katie Seagal interprets Rebel is outstanding. She bodies this woman, and she makes me like really want to know her. I'm a fan of Rebel already, and I've always been a fan of Katie Seagal. So
Mhm.
it's just great. It's great. I'm trying to give way too much. You got to tune in so you can understand. There's fighting. There's
Mm.
there's what do you call it when you just go into someone's party, crashing a party.
Oh,
There's all kind of stuff going on. There's a little jail time. It's all over the place, but it's a happy, wonderful mess.
right. Now, was there a particular scene or a particular case that you was really excited to tackle?
Yes, there's one, and it involves a character named Naomi. You will see this the first episode. I can't say too much, but I really love the Naomi case.
Mm.
When you see this, because it deals with a lot of issues that women were going through, especially during the pandemic,
Mhm.
and the way that Rebel steps in, it's not like she's your saving grace. It's like, what? This happened? Oh no. We're not having that today. It's
Mhm.
one of those things. So I don't want you to think that she's like, I'm here to save the day. That's not her. She's here to fight for you and with you. So I love the Naomi thing that happened, and that's just a small piece.
Oh, I like that. Now, this was filmed during COVID times with a lot of procedures that you guys took cautions of. I was wondering, what was it like to still kind of be able to build that chemistry?
It was good. Krista Virnoff is a genius. The way that she set everything up, she had a Zoom meeting with all of us after, because we did the table read before the pandemic hit, like right before, and then we got sent home. So she kept us in contact via Zoom. She also took that time to interview us individually and find out who we were. Write this little pieces that she likes about us individually in our characters. And then when it's time for us to shoot, we have a table read virtually, and it came together like we've been doing this forever. It was the most weirdest, wonderful thing that happened. But it was because of the way Krista handled everything. And yes, we get tested 3 times a week, and we have to wear the PPE at all times unless we are performing. They're very strict about that. We have the COVID police, that's what we call them on set. They're there. Oh, you're getting too close. You know, they're there with a hand sanitizer. So I don't see them until they come over to tell me. That's how connected we all are.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
remember that I have this on or anything. I'm just talking, you know, and then they're like, you guys, you know, spread apart a little bit.
Right.
I just love everyone.
So because of that, would you say, because you built that chemistry beforehand, it's still easier to kind of get into the head of the character and get into that scenes and interact with each other?
Yes, I believe that. And the other person that makes it very easy for that is Katie. She has this warmth about her that is so loving, but so strong at the same time. She just reels everyone in. And we all want to please her because we've all been fans of hers prior to. So I think that's part of it too, our love for her art. And then this, you know, it was great.
So how would you describe Lana's perfect day?
Lana's perfect day is grabbing 2 cups of coffee, bringing 1 to Rebel, and we're figuring out what we're going to tackle, and then possibly having to kick somebody's ass along the way. She likes to do that.
Both physically and in court.
And in court, yes.
Wonderful. And I was wondering about your character. What would you say, not necessarily shocking moments, but moments that you was kind of really proud of, if you can?
Moments that I'm really proud of as Lana, I would say, would be to be able to have that relationship with Rebel despite her relationship with my brother, what that was, to been able to keep that strong unity between, I think.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
You're welcome. Nice talking to you.
You too.
Take care.
Thank you.